Hi, my name's Samuel, and you're probably wondering what I'm doing with so many books. Well, let me tell you this. On the Isle of Wight, the council are going to be closing our libraries. In fact, of the 11 libraries on the Isle of Wight, the council will be closing 9. Now let me read you this article from the County Press. Clear the shelves protest. Protesters are urging people to clear the shelves at Newport's Lord Louis Library as a defiant gesture against the proposed cuts. Inspired by the residents of Stony Stratford, near Milton Keynes, who borrowed 16,000 books from their local library in protest at its impending closure, protesters say the time has come for direct action. The Isle of Wight Council's plan to save money by closing 9 out of the island's 11 libraries, believed to be the most extensive cuts in the country, has sparked a wave of angry protests across the island. Ventnor Town Councillor David George, who is helping to lead the clearance of the Lord Louis Library, said, "There is a lot of anger about the damage being proposed to the library service, and this will give people an opportunity to do something to show how they feel. Closing libraries is the wrong thing to do as a civilised democratic society, and the Isle of Wight Council are Philistines to even think of it. Councillors are not elected to ruin services for the people they are supposed to represent." The newly formed Stop the Cuts Alliance has backed the protest and urged islanders to take part. Group spokesperson Jeff Mason said, "At the time when island schools are being criticised for poor performance, why is the council removing a valuable learning resource for the sake of saving less than £650,000? A successful mass book out would clearly demonstrate to county hall decision makers what would happen if just the Lord Louis Library was available to the majority of island library users. The plan is for library users to descend on the Lord Louis Library at 10 AM tomorrow, Saturday, that's actually today, and take out as many books as they can. I believe 30 books can be borrowed on one ticket," said Councillor George. "I suggest we start with the crime section, because closing 82% of libraries is a crime after all." Well, naturally, I read this article and I was outraged at the extent of these cuts. So, I joined in the protest. Today, I withdrew 29 books from Lord Louis Library, and I've got 1 on reserve at Sundown, so that's my 30. Now I'll show you every single one of these books. First one, Mother Teresa, A Life for God. Niall Ferguson, Empire, How Britain Made the Modern World. Number 3, this one's by David Brandon and Alan Brooke, London, the Executioner's City. Now this is what I suggest we do to those evil councillors who are closing our libraries. There's nothing like a good book. How to Listen So People Talk by Mary Hartley. I haven't started reading this. In fact, I haven't started reading any of them, but you get my drift. Cross and Jones, Criminal Law. This is the 13th edition, published by Butterworths.
Sounds like a sweet.
And there's Simon Carr's Sour Grapes. This is Crazy Court Rulings. Greek Myths and Legends, Diana Ferguson. This rather large one is From D-Day to VE Day, The British Soldier. Body of Evidence, What the Post-Mortem Revealed, 40 years as a forensic pathologist. The English Legal System, God Is Not Great by Christopher Hitchens. Spanish Verbs, Thomas Harris, The Science of the Lambs. Understanding and Using the British Legal System. Escobar, Guns, Drugs, Money, Power.
Whoop whoop.
Why Men Want Sex and Women Need Love. SAS Operations, More Than Daring. An Introduction to Law by Phil Harris. The Complete Idiot's Guide to the Perfect Interview. Flanimals of the Deep by Ricky Gervais. That one's very important. Criminal Law. Star Wars: The Clone Wars Wild Space. Ethics, a very short introduction. G.K. Chesterton on St. Thomas Aquinas. Criminal Law 4th edition. Real World Digital Photography. Contract, that's fiction. Richard Dawkins' The Greatest Show on Earth. And last, and definitely most important, teach yourself speed reading. If you'd like to get a shot of that pile on the floor. Beautiful. The destruction of our library infrastructure on the Isle of Wight is terrible. There is nothing like good literature, and to disrespect books is to disrespect society. I'm Samuel Lovell. Thank you. Fight the power.